But I do have at least 2 gaming series set up and ready for recording. Starting off with Dead Rising because it's a classic. We're also doing a Resi separate show, which is us playing through the Resi.
That's the one with the Big Mommy.
Yeah, that's what everyone. See,
I don't know why I didn't expect that coming from him.
They drag you, man.
Okay.
Come on.
Bro said.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to another episode of Los Hijinks. My name is Carlos.
My name is Daniel.
And
Sebastian.
today, okay,
Pablo.
zoom out, I guess.
The jig is up.
The jig is up. Sebastian.
This is normally how we would have done it. Oh, sorry. Applause.
Yeah, applause.
But yeah, we have another side jinx today without Brandon. Oh, did you see
Sadly.
that video? Brandon just like jumping on the stage of the DJ.
Dude,
Oh, you couldn't
I didn't
see
know.
it?
I had it in like 280p, so I couldn't really
That's
see
funny. I had it in regular.
Shut up. Everyone has iPhone. I just have Android.
No,
now.
I saw it in that kind of way, and then I saw it in regular.
Oh.
Anyways, he's on a trip.
He's on a trip.
Yeah. I'll probably add the video if he allows me to add the video.
I think he went on. What did he do? He went on stage.
It was the DJ was up there, and then he like got on the stage. It was not that high, but he was like, "Woo!" And then you could.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, and then at like softly you can hear like security be like, "Hey, hey."
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, then they kicked him out. But
Damn.
I thought it was like a verbal warning first, like, "Hey, man, just get off the stage," like, you know.
They straight him just kicked him out.
Can't have nice things.
Literally.
I was like, well, I mean, I'm not saying he deserved it, but
Yo,
no.
he's gonna get mad.
No, I'm not saying he deserved it, but I understand why I'm sure like something happened before. Security's trying to be like, you know, really good about it.
Oh, like would you do first type of thing?
Like what?
Like would you do first for that to happen?
Yeah. Someone.
Let's
for-
say someone
for-
went up there and attacked the DJ. Maybe they were trying to like avoid another situation
Yeah.
like that. So I get it, but also like in the video, it looked like, you know, in the comedy movies when there's like an angle, like the main character's like woo, and then a wide angle, and then someone just gets tackled out of nowhere. That's what it looked like. It was about to happen.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm Sebastian.
You wanna like
Say more.
say more like
No, Carlos, you've known me forever. You should describe me first.
where
Top
do I
Top
start?
three adjectives.
Sideways.
Adjectives. Like,
I
how do you
don't
describe
know.
someone?
He just said
Sideways.
3 words, bro.
Yeah.
Not adjectives. So I'm just gonna sideways.
Oh, he's still sticking with sideways.
I taught him well. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
That's literally where I got it from. Sideways.
Oh, okay.
Out of pocket. Well, not anymore now.
And then final word.
Humorous.
Mm.
Oh, that's cute. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's yeah.
Wow.
He's
I
like,
wasn't
no-
expecting you to say nice things about me.
No, I mean, yeah, that's how we've known him.
So basically, you guys have known each other for a decade.
Since middle school?
Yeah. So since like
Oh, so like Brandon and
12,
Yeah, because
over a
over
decade.
13.
yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It feels like I'm interviewing you guys.
Ironically enough, we became friends in social studies, like we're exchanging cultures.
Was it?
Yeah, because I was friends with Alex first. Yeah, I didn't hang out with the white people.
I think he specifically told us that. He just straight up said
It's like,
like,
I'm cool right here, right?
No, there was one day him and someone else was talking shit about someone, and I was like, "Can I join you guys?"
I don't think he even said anything. He's like, yeah. And then he just joined in, and that's it.
And then someone, we got on the topic of giving me a Mexican name at one point.
Yeah.
And that was the most cliche fucking Pablo. You were Felipe.
Yeah. Damn, you still remember.
And I only
I don't know,
remember
dude.
us.
I don't even
Bro,
know.
I was gonna say you already are like.
No, I don't know. We were just.
Carlos is a pretty Mexican name. Just say it in Spanish.
No, I can't remember why we came up with it, but literally,
Is your code names kind of thing?
I don't even remember.
Do you remember?
We just started saying names.
No, I don't remember
All
how
right.
that started.
maybe I have. I think I
You
know
have a
why.
theory?
We weren't calling ourselves that. We were like saying, what if we had a name for our dicks, right?
Oh.
yeah.
And then I
Wait.
don't know why. Don't question
No.
me.
I feel like you said something like this on the podcast. Like,
Then
you didn't say
yeah,
that name.
Brandon
Brandon
mentioned
brought it up. Yeah,
And
we
then
brought that.
I think I said
conversation.
Felipe or
Yeah.
Pablo, and Dan's
Yeah.
like, why don't you just give it another name? It's like it's just a regular ass name. I said, I don't know.
I don't forgot what I said for mine. I don't remember.
Determinator.
Huh?
Determinator. Yeah. And then from that point on, we were just friends.
Yeah, that was it. I joined in on the shit talk and naming dicks.
So
That was my
If-
initiation.
I was gonna say, if you remember, we were talking about Game Grumps earlier.
Mhm.
If you remember, like Aaron has a story of like the D Club.
Oh,
You guys
dude.
basically have the Mexican D Club
Oh yeah.
without. You know what it is?
I heard about this. I've never heard about the
See,
D
he
Club.
wouldn't touch tips with me. That's the only thing.
It's a little out there kind of topic, but essentially they just had their group of friends would meet up and be like, "Oh, I like how yours looks. Yeah, I like how yours looks."
Dead ass?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a jerk circle without the jerking.
Yeah,
What?
and you know it's real because like I think Dan asked Aaron's wife, "We're like,
Yeah.
is this true?" And he
Yeah.
came back into the room. Oh my god!
Yeah, true. She told
Yeah.
stories about it.
Oh yeah, they just touched dicks and all that.
They
Yeah,
touched
that's-
it.
There's a whole
Yeah,
clip
that's
out
right.
there.
All right. I did not know that.
Like
Yeah.
what we did with our belts.
What did we do with our
Do
belts?
you remember?
Oh yeah. I remember now.
I thought-
Because I
okay.
wasn't gonna be the one who had to
No, no,
explain
no.
that.
It's just like I think I was putting a belt on and I just went.
Oh.
Slap it on the table, and so that led to me yanking it once in a while, and then that led to us swinging our belts at each other, which
Sword
his
fighting.
dad walked in once.
Oh,
Yo, I think he did. I'm dead ass. I was laughing. I look at my dad. I'm like, what? like if nothing was wrong.
yeah.
That's literally what I just
think he
got
walked
the
away.
humor out of. Like
Your
just
dad-
out
your
of
dad's
pocket
like-
shit.
We gotta make him like go outside.
And then we
you
did.
need a new white boy. This one's broken. Send
Ya
it
no
back to
sirve.
IKEA.
Yeah. Yeah. From that point on, we were friends.
Yeah.
And then, the shit happened. I mean, I mentioned it on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So to connect
So-
some not I don't know about that one because I don't remember exactly, but to connect one story from 2 weeks ago, we were talking about the woods. Yeah, and he
That
What
he
was
about
him.
the woods?
well, okay. No, it was that he went out looking for you.
I hope
Late
you
at
remember
night.
this.
It was down that way.
Remember the wood area?
It was a trail.
Oh. Oh.
You
Yeah,
were
what
just
was-
sitting there. And he's like, "Dude, I was just looking for you."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, hey."
That's literally how we responded. And dude, I told him I was literally calling you on your phone. And he goes, "Oh,
Yeah, I think that was the first time me and you had like an actual moment of like serious talking.
Yeah.
In terms of like our friendship and everything. Because I don't know what happened at the time, but I was here and I was going back and forth texting with someone. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it getting pretty bad to the point where like I had really high anxiety.
So
and
you
then-
walked.
and then nothing.
Oh,
And then when I reached that point, because I get these like episodes of apathy, and so when I reached
what's
those,
that?
so apathy is
I know what it. I know
yeah.
yeah," but for the
Yeah,
for
I
the-
guess.
for the viewers.
At least for me, it's like a sudden reminder that of like the void in a sense. You get a sudden strong presence of
Okay.
nothing, like absence. And like for me, it's not like derealizing or disassociating. It like I'm fully aware. It's just that emptiness hits hard, and
Mhm.
then like that leads into me kind of just absorbed into it. And
Oh, is that why you answered him like that? Because
Yeah.
you were
because what ended up happening was that was before I really started understanding like my own conflicts and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And that was like other than like that other time from back then, I have to say that was probably like only the second time that I ever experienced something like that. So I ended up just like mentally noping out, and then he found me, and when he said that he tried to text me, I just remember like I don't remember what I said, but I remember looking at my phone and there was at least like 6 calls, a bunch of texts.
Jesus.
And I sat there and I was like, I feel like I'm in deep shit. And we came.
No, because it was like 12 a.m. or
yeah,
1.
It was.
Oh, move the mic a little
Oh
closer.
yeah,
No.
just make sure the microphone's there.
So when we came in here,
Yeah.
he closed the door and turned around and was like, I'm standing right here because if I don't, I'll beat the shit out of you. So let me just talk to you from here.
I got mad.
And that was the first time I ever, like, I've seen him mad and stuff, but never at
Yeah.
me and shit before. And then I think that was like our first deep talk about anything because I opened up about like that
Mhm.
sort of thing.
I guess
And-
for backstory, we kind of like hung out a lot, and then you stayed here a lot. So
yeah.
that's why we grew up more with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I got into that like stage, not just cause like,
You were angry at your
Yeah, it was
your
just
friend
angry.
that
No,
you
it was
only
like-
talk a little bit.
yeah.
To. Yeah.
and also like I told him like, if you're here, you gotta kind of follow the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
Was that well? I don't want to bring that up, but like, was that when you were working with my dad, or is that a little after?
I think that was around the.
that was before.
Was it?
That was right before.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember, dude.
At this
I mean,
point,
we're-
everyone who's been in this house has worked with my dad.
Yeah. I mean, it was weird because I don't know.
Well,
That's like the first actual time I got mad at a friend like that.
A rough patch.
Yeah.
and that was also the first time I've ever had a friend like actually like be, I guess, care enough.
Oh,
to
like
see
willing
if
to-
I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've from up until that point, anyone from school or anyone really around kind of just like
Yeah, nobody cared.
disappeared. Like he could even say no one. I was like a ghost in school. Like no one
Mm.
really cared about much of anything about me unless they were mad at me.
Yeah, he's literally like if you found him, he's just like walking around. He's talking to people, but it's not like
Like it's a genuine conversation. They're like,
yeah, it's more it's literally mostly just because of their problems,
Yeah.
and that's it. And then if they got mad at him, they would literally just look for him, and that's it. I'm like,
wow.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell I was so shocked because I was about to say really, and then I said wow. I said wow. Wow.
Nah, yeah, but yeah,
People be using other people.
yeah.
Don't even pay either. It's fucked.
I know, right?
So
I charge by the hour.
so
Shitting free.
we didn't talk much in the beginning of high school because we basically couldn't
Mm-hmm.
in no way because we were like, I really don't know why at this point.
There were circumstances
I don't.
that we couldn't really do anything about.
Is this one of
We
the?
basically
let's
got
cut-
arrested,
Oh.
and then they just like
Yeah.
literally the school district was just like,
Was this that one time?
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
that one time.
All right.
Yeah.
yeah, and then it's weird that like a white dude was defending me, and then the Mexicans were
Dude.
literally like trying to just like we betray our own type shit.
Yeah.
My public defender and the judge was caught off guard. The judge even
You
was,
guys to talk about this, right? That's not like
Oh, that's technically like gone. The file's gone.
that technically didn't
Well,
happen.
all right. Okay.
The
Just
only-
want to make sure you guys
Yeah.
don't get in trouble.
Yeah, even the judge, I didn't really talk much, but the judge was like, "So you keep mentioning this Carlos, like," and I was like, "Yes, like I said before, I don't understand why they're here. Like, when so I had to re-explain the story, and I said when they brought us into those are the not the holding cells. What are
yeah,
those?
basically
Yeah,
the holding cells.
I was first one in, and then it was like he said, it was just like one Mexican after the other. There was one Puerto Rican too.
Oh, so it was one Mexican, one Puerto Rican, him and I.
Mm.
Yeah.
So whoops, but
Very cultural mix. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, it's like Florida right there.
So by the time we got there, I didn't know how many were involved or who. So they brought the two people who were with me, the actual people. There was one other person, but that might not have been from us. That might have just been someone else. Honestly.
Yeah, it was just
Someone-
like
it was just someone else.
I just remember someone else walking by, but I don't remember like seeing
yeah.
them. But and then Carlos walked by, and I remember my dumbass was like, "Carlos, like, yo, what are you doing here?" And you're not supposed. They don't want you to say shit. You're not supposed to do that. But I was like, "Yo, what?" So
The guy grabbing Carlos like, you know this fool?
Like, I'm surprised I didn't hear. Well, you fought them now. Like, guilty by association, the highest degree. But
yeah, that was stupid. And after that, they just told us like, yeah, like you can't talk to each other. I'm like,
yeah,
what? Like, what did we do?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's literally
they
what
didn't allow
happened.
us. I have to say,
Do you still think about it? Obviously, but
well, I do, because that was
That
like
was traumatic, bro.
that was
yeah, exactly.
traumatic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And at the time, that was like the first time I ever where that apathy came in that I mentioned before. Like, that was the first time I had an episode like that. Never before. And a lot of things drastically changed like right after that. After being questioned initially at the station, I didn't get like, are you okay, or tell me what happened. I got threatened to be basically sent away or disowned.
Yeah.
So that was something that I had to deal with, which Carlos knows. That was
Yeah.
it was like, what, 4 months of you pissed off about that?
It was a
Like,
while,
he
dude.
would go on rants. It was interesting. He was more angry and emotional than I was about the situation.
Yeah.
But looking back on it now, weird to say, it definitely was like a starting point for me. I don't think life really kind of moved along until then for me, but I'm glad it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Next
say
time I won't get caught.
it
Just
does.
kidding.
It does strengthen you, like,
Yeah.
because you went through some traumatic shit, and then like you're like, oh shit, I went through this, and then like, nothing really can top that.
Well, no,
Especially
you
at that
could.
age.
I mean, you could joke about it now, like you just did, and you could just say like, "Oh yeah, I was arrested once." Be like, "What?" and just tell that whole story again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
dude.
I do
That's
that to
what I
people
do.
all the time. Yeah, I was like 13. What the did you do at 13?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
And then I guess the other major one was like he dealt with me, not like him witnessing me. He dealt with me going through the worst relationship.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we want to talk about that.
I mean, I've said it before. Yeah, it was like fucking bad.
I would say good times. But
Dude, I remember there's times where Carlos would be telling me all this, and I don't know if I told you or he's told you that I said that, but I was like, bro, this just sounds like a whole drama series.
Yeah.
It sounds like a telenovela
Dude,
and all that. I'm like, bro.
He was there to witness it, and like I think after I was like, dude, I feel bad because I just dragged him in,
Yeah.
and I
Well,
I
no
guess not,
offense,
like-
but now you guys are even.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Can't
dragged you
divorce
in.
me, bitch.
You dragged you in.
yeah. So no, yeah, that was terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Especially, dude, like everything that happened, like we were young.
Yeah.
And I like that was.
Were you by
fucked.
chance like in the room
What?
when he was together with his girl?
So.
Because I'm trying to get a club going of like supporters or what.
You're not the only one, Dan. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So.
You were.
Dude, not only was I, but this motherfucker
They
got
asked
straight
me
out
to-
say, "Hey, do you mind going home? Cause she wants to fuck."
I didn't say home. I said like.
Oh,
I'll come
I didn't know.
back.
He invited me to stay out there until they were done, and I was
Oh
like,
wow, the comfort of outside.
"I'm like, I don't want to hear you fuck a white girl, man. At least not that one. Like, bro, I can't even high five you for it." Like,
Oh my god.
but
I'm asking you because I had a story like that with him. I'll just go briefly on it because
too?
I have. We've had this. There's a whole like clip about it, but essentially I came in.
Yeah.
We were just hanging out, and then his ex came in, and Carl's was like, "Hey, bro, you want to play the PlayStation?" I was like, "Oh yeah."
yeah.
He gave
Play
me
the joystick?
he gave me the headphones. I don't know why that was not a clear sign of like, oh yeah, you know, I should probably like leave the room. And so I must have known what was happening
Yeah.
at some point. But
Yeah,
I was playing
I hope so.
I was playing Mortal Kombat or Injustice, I can't remember now. But they were definitely doing something
Yeah.
behind me.
Well, if you're playing a game like that, someone's definitely fucking in the background.
Yeah. I
Like,
told Carlos
that
that he could have
shit.
just told me to leave. I would
Yeah.
have much rather be outside with headphones
Here's
than
the
to
thing,
be
though.
in the room.
This happened before we got together.
Oh.
So
You
this
fucking
bitch,
whore.
yeah, this bitch was still with the other dude.
But you didn't know.
Oh.
Honestly,
Oh.
yeah, I didn't know. Because she basically said, "Oh,
So that's why he was so angry.
oh,
My brother in Christ, you've been living like under a rock for like 10 years.
And
What? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
She said, and I
don't know
quote,
if he's at blame though. If he didn't know.
Yeah, because dude, imagine all the shit that she said.
No, that's not. That's a trap.
Yeah.
Was what that is.
Oh, I'm starting to remember why I said your thing was like a movie.
What?
Because there was like a whole thing where the guy wanted to fight you, right? But connecting to that,
Yeah.
I know you liked like martial arts and you like doing that kind of thing. To move on to like more about you, where did you where did that love come from? You're like, I just wanted to beat people up. Is
right.
that?
I want people to drop kick people unsuspectingly. Nah. Honestly, it was my stepfather who introduced me to it.
Like because of movies?
Actually, one movie, and then it went on from there. I was 9. I was still living in East Haven before I even moved to West Haven. And I met him once. We didn't talk. It was like a quick, oh, there's a person here type of thing. And when you're a kid, you just go to back to bed, minding my fucking business.
Yeah.
But
Putting on the headphones.
I think I had more like an old Mortal Kombat too, the PS2. No, I was playing Kingdom Hearts too. That's what it was.
What
Yeah.
a lovely game to play
Hell
instead
yeah.
of Mortal Kombat.
That one, yeah, that one has plenty of noise. But yeah, he gave me a movie or left a movie called 36 Chambers.
Wu-Tang.
Shaolin.
The Wu-Tang inspiration, right?
Yeah, and it was beautiful. It was basically about, an individual who basically wanted to learn, wouldn't be allowed to learn as was tradition for a lot of places, even like within those communities at the time, especially then. And something happened. Basically, he was very close to dying from an infected wound, and it led to him joining a Shaolin temple. And then he had to go through each chamber, and each chamber was focused on one fundamental at a time. So one was like carrying buckets of water, but he had blades on his arms, so if your arm went down, it would poke, things
okay.
like that. But yeah, and so that's where I was first introduced to the concept of like training, like training the body. And from then on, he showed me various things like different weapons and stuff. Nunchucks, which whooped my ass.
You actually use them?
Yeah.
Oh.
I use them. I can handle them better now, but back then,
Dude, he bought some. And he's like, look,
that's the ones I still have.
and they hurt.
Did you
They
hit
hurt.
yourself in a particular area?
Never in the dick.
Okay. That was my question.
What?
I've taken that wood to the face plenty of times, though.
Take the
All
wood
right.
to-
Dude, it hurts, dude.
Okay.
It hurt.
No, bro. That's the way you said it. I've taken the wood to the face, bro.
I didn't think about that. I was
Yeah.
like,
Carlos, no
he's
hesitation.
Here. He's
It
here,
hurt.
so
Jesus Christ.
he's here. I have to be more aware of what I say.
Yeah,
now, dude.
I'm gonna take the opportunity. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
no, I get that.
But yeah, now for me it's led to, because I've never really trained in any set styles, but now for me it's going back and learning the principles on a deeper level. So I'm doing things like meditations, I'm redoing water buckets and things like that, just like trying to catch my bearings on the basics and grow from that. But I think training definitely was a major de-stressor, especially for us at a given point.
You helped him
Yeah.
into that? Or
Yeah.
was he like already?
Oh, I kind of like,
You knew a bit about it.
I know a bit about it, but
Okay.
it wasn't like major. Like,
Yeah, I showed him more of like the different types of things, like differences in styles and why they're different and stuff like that, like why certain styles use their hands in this form or things like that, which I think it was Wing Chun that you always had an interest in.
Oh yeah, you've
So-
talked about that before.
Fucking Ip Man was like
Yeah.
doing.
There's a school here that I want to go to,
Oh.
in a Tai Chi school.
Sorry,
Oh.
the mic.
What?
The mic.
Oh, sorry.
I think I know. I think Julian might know about it.
Well, maybe. Yeah, one of our cousins. He's doing more like not boxing, but like definitely more training into that kind of stuff.
Okay.
He wants to
Wait.
do an amateur fight.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
So
does.
he hasn't talked about it in a little while, but he was like, oh, he literally asked me like, would you be down to like come and support me? And I'm like, yeah. Because
Hell yeah.
he's like, well, it's an amateur fight. I'm like, well, obviously I don't want to see you get hurt like that, but it's a fight.
Wouldn't they like give him?
That's what I'm
just,
saying. Like they would
Yeah.
put some form of protection on him. Like it's not like you're gonna go in bare knuckle, nothing like that. Well, it's all right. Relax.
No, because I just imagined like someone coming in the ring while like, and he's all like ready, and it's just like the biggest, most ridiculous experienced guy, just like with a pimp smack.
Actually, do you remember Julian?
Um,
I think you've seen him.
If you've seen him like this big, he's like,
Bro, he's tall.
he's tall
He's
now.
tall.
He's like built.
He was a little one, right?
yeah.
he's the only other like dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've for like a year last year, whenever we were recording, we would mention him every episode.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm trying to continue the same thing.
Yeah. He's
But
still built.
so I asked all that because I think at the time when you were in that weird, this guy wanted to fight you kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Were you at all in his like? Were you like the Rocky to his Creed? Were you like training him?
So funny enough,
I thought we were gonna see Mickey to his Rocky.
Huh?
Mickey, because
His trainer. Well, I said Rocky at first.
But okay. All right. My bad. I didn't.
Sorry,
I don't wanna correct.
I don't know the whole lore
Yeah,
of
okay.
Rocky like that. I'm more of a
Uh-huh.
Creed person.
no
No hate on Rocky.
honestly, interesting enough, they not like them as in both sides.
Yeah.
Tried to drag me into it in different ways.
What the fuck is, dude? You guys keep dragging each other into circumstances.
So she even tried to drag me into shit too. But after I sent a snap of me hanging out with him, that stopped, and that was during that. And so I was like, all right, cool. And then the other guy, like I hung out with him just to understand what the hell his problem was. For a
Wow,
while.
you were a spy.
And well, because I wanted to understand at least like
you basically told me everything.
yeah. Well, because at first I ain't gonna lie. At first I was like, well, let me try and see what the hell is really up with this. Like I'm dragged into it. Let me get the stories right.
Yeah.
And then hanging out with him, he would always like in public roll up his shirts and stuff. He actually, after her, hooked up with a Mexican girl. I don't know what that insinuates, but I don't know. Maybe you have a fan, secret admirer.
Oh.
So
Okay.
take that what you will. But to backtrack, so he was odd. He was the type of guy walking around, raise up his t-shirts and shit, always like rubbing his arms and stuff.
Put some
like,
oil on it.
Yeah, like
The
basically,
Rock.
like you could tell he started like trying, like feeling a certain way. I don't know if it was him trying to hype himself up or what, but there was a point where it was me, because that's when she entered my life.
Mhm.
You, because we ran into each other. You were walking. It was right by BK and him. I, for some random reason, was smoking a random joint that was given to me. Don't do that in West
probably
Haven,
laced.
people. It was.
Was okay. All right.
Carlos was there for it. It wasn't bad, but even I was like, yo, this ain't right. And if the white boy says it, you know there's a problem, because I don't complain about shit. But, and he was different. He was kind of like nodding, laying shit be, looking around. Like Carlos was staring at him.
Yeah.
A cigarette.
Yeah, this is my cigarette era.
Yeah. He was just staring at him the whole time, like not.
I feel like I don't know you right now, dude.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I'm
Dude,
interviewing
like,
both of you
I
guys.
tell him things, and he's just like, "Nah, that didn't
Dude,
That's what I'm
happen."
saying. Like, I think at the time, it's because we've gotten closer now.
Oh yeah.
Back then, you were in your high school, like, life, and I was in mine. So it wasn't that, like, we hung out as much as we
Yeah.
do now.
Mm-hmm.
So you would tell me these things, and I'm like, nah, bro, I thought you were, like, I saw you last week. You were, like, playing soccer.
Like, bro, who's your adult? What the fuck is going on?
No, yeah, that was. It was
Yeah, that was
time.
bullshit. There was a time, especially like then, I didn't live in West Haven by then, so I was taking the bus fare, staying at people's houses and shit. Like I put a lot of time into just people, more Carlos and after a certain point, but during then it was like everyone had a problem and everyone expected me to be around for it. It was ridiculous. now I just tell people either give me money or eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
But I've always known you as like that meditation guy, or like
Mm.
so like sometimes it's a little weird when Carlos is like, "Oh yeah, we did some crazy shit," and I'm like, "You mean the guy who was really chill?" And
Yeah.
was like,
well, cause like if I'm around people that like I'm cool with and I
Yeah.
don't mind, like I will be relaxed. But as Carlos knows, any other times I'm tense as hell, or I'm saying stupid shit just as like a
defense mechanism.
I guess
Coping.
And I used to get yelled at a lot for being quiet as a kid, so I also got used to
Probably
forcing
him too.
myself to make noise and talk. So like I have to remind myself that people are fine with fucking me
Silence.
shutting the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You can talk. You can yap. It's fine.
but like he was actually one of the ones that helped me kind of calm down with a lot of it, because for a while he was like, yo, like, not to be a dick, but you're annoying sometimes, could you like shut the fuck up? I was like, yeah. And then he felt bad and we had like a whole spiel about it, and then he was like the first person I was able to hang out with and not have to worry about shit.
Yeah. Well, that's really good. If you
Yeah.
find someone that like is comfortable, like I'm not gonna say like soulmate, but like kind of like that energy where you.
mean,
Well, that's when I figured out why he was talking a lot.
Yeah.
Because he was like anxious. I'm like, dude,
Mm.
fucking, you're up here. Just bring it down here, bro. You're good.
And he's the only one that's ever been like that with me too.
Yeah. He was
That's
helping me.
good.
I was helping him. Type shit.
Like a very symbiotic relationship.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Within each other.
On the bed.
Stop.
I was like, I've been sitting here for like the past like 3 minutes, like so many ways I could segue into that.
Yeah.
So many ways. Come on.
Sorry,
I saw you looking
I
at me.
sh- yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, which one of us?
I should have let you do it.
Carlos is just
All right,
like,
now you gotta bring the backstory to that because it just says the bed.
no.
Just let it be.
I want to
Just
no.
let it be there.
I let it
All
be.
right, whatever.
Let's see how long it takes for people to figure it out, or if they can.
Or even if they
It
figure
would-
out.
yeah.
It'll be a myth for you guys.
Do you have a question you want to bring up?
Oh, you
or-
want to start asking?
Yeah, we could
questions?
do that. I don't know how long we've been going with this.
Actually, all right.
Bless you.
All right, Yoda.
All right.
You used to do that shit. Motherfucker. Speaking of the bed, sorry, but sorry, but this one I do. This one, this one I do have to say, because there was one night where we were mad at each other for like all of a sudden we just stopped talking and was like, all right, time for bed. So like one of the only times it was back against back.
Bro, you're like Bert
So,
and Ernie, dude.
Yeah. This son of a bitch.
This is the real Bert and Ernie.
I thought he was asleep. And he was playing music, and I was like listening to the lyrics. So I was like, I'm not familiar with this song. And this dude, and it was like the loudest Yoda fucking grunt, middle of the goddamn night.
Jesus Christ.
There's times where like, you know, we were.
Yo,
What?
I just had a thought. I'm
What?
sorry. We were like back to back. I just started going.
He would
It's like
do the crying.
It's like Stewie.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, well, I'm gonna head to bed now. All right, good night. He goes,
Dude, you're why I do that.
he did do that shit too.
Back to back when you guys were back to back?
Yeah, because once
Only
I
a
did
couple
it,
of times.
once I did it, he just started doing it. Or I think it was like the other way around. I forgot who did it first.
So I bought an inflatable bed. So,
Oh.
you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're a little more comfortable, and I'm right here, he's up there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's times where
You
it
get
hasn't
lo-
happened like recently, but
Yeah.
like what?
You get lonely?
No,
Oh.
no. I hug a pillow, but that's not the point. I'm like lying down and we're tired, and sometimes I can't fall asleep and he's about to fall asleep, but we're like just doing some random shit, making jokes or like laughing at a meme. I remember the last time I slept over, I slept on the couch, and you looked at the couch like, oh man, I shouldn't be sitting here.
Nah.
Yeah.
He just found a meme and he just started laughing so much. He showed me and I started laughing. This is like 2 a.m. It's like after I got home from the trip. You remember the meme?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's the one where the guy dings his head and it's like the inner imaginations of my Uber autism.
No,
or
no,
something
no.
like
It's
that.
like you cannot handle the Uber strength of my
Yeah.
Uber autism.
and it's like a
Observe.
strong bell. And it's like someone hitting the camera.
I laughed
You sent
so
it to
mu-
him?
No, no, no.
Ah.
I'll show him later. Though.
Okay.
But yeah, that happened, and we were just laughing for like an hour, literally almost.
Yeah.
Because we kept coming back to it, and then we fell asleep
Yeah.
for almost an hour.
Dude, we've definitely had a lot of nights like that.
Yeah.
There were times where,
Bro.
yeah. Oh no, we didn't sleep ever. I promise you that, one way or another.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was interesting. One of us would always be laughing at some random shit, and they would be the other telling them to shut the fuck up, and then laughing with them afterwards.
yeah.
It'd be like 3 hours later. Bro, we got work. Go
Yeah.
to sleep.
We probably only slept for like 2-3 hours or some shit, and then we had to
Damn.
get up.
Or it'd be like you and me would be like, dude, we gotta record tomorrow.
Yeah. Because I'll remember it. I'm like, oh, I have the bad habit of like going to sleep late, but also realizing at a late time that, oh, we got to do something
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Go ahead with your question. I
Oh,
like
I'm
totally
sorry.
forgot about that.
What is one place you would love to travel to?
I got 2 on top of my head. Japan and Romania.
Well, Japan, yeah, I agree with. Romania. What's in Romania?
What's a Romania?
No, what's in Romania?
Oh, I thought you said what's a Romania.
No.
It's, well, there's Vlad's Castle from like the original Dracula.
Dracula.
Like,
I don't know.
Sorry, we're the show we were talking about. What we do in the shadows.
and
Interesting.
Also,
Tell me
too,
more.
like, I don't know too much about it, but I've heard people say in terms of like culture and like history for like certain things, it's definitely like a place to go to.
To visit.
Yeah, and I, for research purposes, especially for like, you know, my game projects and things like that, I've been trying to learn more languages and cultures just to have that broader view.
Like for like story
Yeah,
purpose. Okay.
you know,
okay.
give
Yeah,
more
yeah.
depth to the stories and characters, things like that.
Yeah, talk to
Share
him
notes.
about
Yeah, I was gonna
stories.
say. So so what about Japan? I know we said like, oh yeah, that's cool. What about Japan specifically? Same thing.
Just because it's Japan, bro.
It's fucking Japan.
Oh, okay.
No, it was my first love of culture. Definitely was, other than, of course, like the martial arts world, especially Chinese martial arts. It was one of the first different cultures I was introduced to, and at first it was the language, just because I have issues with speaking English, so like languages, hard to describe, but the way that language flows, it feels more comfortable. When I speak in English, I always strain to talk.
Do you know how to speak a little Japanese? Or are you saying like you've heard it? It sounds like a little better.
I can say certain words, but I can't put like sentences together and stuff.
Okay.
I'm just now like actually fully trying to learn and take the time.
Duolingo.
Dude, Duolingo yells at me all the damn time. I don't got time for that.
Yo,
Dude,
I tried.
everyone hates Duolingo.
mine was like, I'm waiting.
Yeah. Mine yelled at me because I have the music thing in it right now. Because
There's
it
a
has like a
music thing?
music program now. Yeah.
Oh.
So there's that. I have Hindi and that right now. Hindi because of work.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I want to know what they're saying when they talk shit. But,
Damn.
yeah.
That's probably the best way to learn it while you're surrounded by like people
Yeah.
talking about it or
It-
talking in that language.
Definitely helps, especially like when I was here, I definitely understood way more Spanish than
Yeah.
I do now. Like I was definitely used to it. And maybe I couldn't speak it, but like
But he understood it. Like,
yeah. And Carlos would sometimes start speaking to me in Spanish and not realize it because I got so used to keeping up with it.
I was literally trying, like, if I would think like, oh, he's not gonna understand that, and I just see him walking trying to get something, I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, I know what I'm doing.
I'm getting the
Yeah.
hose.
Yeah, especially when we worked with your
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
He
I
just got
figured.
used to it, and he goes, oh, okay. So yeah, you want to ask?
Oh.
Oh,
it
did it
turned
turn
off.
off? No, you're good.
Did you know I can turn on Carlos's phone? Oh, Carlos knows. Carlos's phone, his other phone, his
Yeah.
iPhone that we use to record. How's that
Mm.
going, by the way?
That's good.
Sometimes I can actually open it
Yeah.
because it thinks I'm him, with or without glasses.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know if that's
What
racist.
No,
I don't know.
hold on. I'm offended for you. 'Cause what the fuck is that?
You wanna
double
try it right
standard
now?
shit?
Go ahead, try right now.
Like, watch. Oh, he has. Oh, no,
So we know which phone has the most secrets
No.
then.
it's not. It's not. Oh shit! I just screenshotted by accident.
Oh, it's fine. It turned off. What is one thing you wish people knew about you?
Don't know shit about me. The fuck?
Stay mysterious, bro.
Yeah, stay mysterious.
The fuck
Yeah.
would I want you to know? Let's see.
Passwords.
I mean, both of you assume I have any, or safe words for that matter.
Oh, whoa.
But- whoa.
Alright.
What was it? Pineapples. We used to yell that shit all the time. We got yelled at in school.
Oh, is that
because
why you guys used to yell?
Yeah.
I've heard you say it.
Yeah.
We couldn't find each other in school once, so I yelled pineapples, and he fucking responded. And yeah, I think
This is
that's
the
what stuck with
equivalent
it.
of Brandon whenever he lost his sister in the store. You know the song what's it called?
I forgot.
It's the one that's like, yeah, baby.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot what the artist's name is.
Oh, they use that.
Yeah. She yelled that out and he went to go find it.
Dude,
That's the
literally
equivalent of
mostly all the shit that I came up with or I say is literally just because of him.
I'm so sorry I rubbed off on you so much. You poor unfortunate bastard.
Yeah.
Something to know about me. I don't know. I'm simple. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me do my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing you wish people knew. Like,
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Like, I'm fine with talking, learning about people. You know, I'm always open to like start projects with people. You know, try things out.
Are you
but
the observer?
depends on circumstance.
Mhm.
I mean, I'll always observe because I'm a big person when it comes to information. It could be because I'm a nosy Hispanic or who knows. But even when I'm trying to work on something, I'm always trying to still be aware just
Mhm.
because I don't trust so it's more comforting. But I do try to be the one that's more initiative taken at times, a bit more now. Reason why is because actually compared to how I was years ago from back then with everything, I've lost a lot of confidence because a lot of stuff that I've been through.
You were more confident then?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
very much more confident than.
That's why he got the bitches, bro. He was
Dude.
like one day.
That is true. I feel like one day I
Dude.
saw you with one girl, the other day I saw you with another. I'm like, oh, has it been
All
like
right.
a week? No.
That in itself could be a whole episode, unfortunately. So we could
The
have
timeline.
that conversation now, or we could have that another time if you
We'll
want.
do a
Another
part 2.
time.
Yeah.
But,
Keep it mysterious.
Yeah.
all right,
Keep him guessing.
all right.
But yeah, that shows.
I won't name names, just subject A, subject C.
Do what we did when we did the Valentine's Day episode. Just say the months.
Yeah. We just had
Just be like,
Oh.
August was.
Damn, that's great, because then only those particular people are gonna know
Yeah, exactly.
if they see this. So.
Yeah. That's
But-
funny though.
So you were more confident then. Sorry, I cut you off. You
Yeah.
were more confident then.
Much more. Now, I definitely do have, like he said, like, you could say shit in a different language. I'm like, on it, Captain. Like, I just know. Now, I would still know, but I would still instinctively stop and double check just
Mhm.
because of, like, that change in personality. But I've been definitely working on that, especially with, like, my own personal projects. I've been day to day, not too much, but still trying to just put in more effort and get better about not just sitting on the sidelines and taking those extra steps forward.
So really taking more of a. Well, you talk about projects, more of a director role than a
Yeah.
sit back producer kind of role.
Yeah, like kind of doing both right now. Like my personal money's going into and everything, but I want to make it something that's definitely shared with people and stuff. And
Mhm.
during then, I don't mind kind of pulling back and kind of helping out with like planning everything and things like that. But until then, I want to at least put myself out there and kind of grow into what I'd like to be, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But
I have that bad habit of not being necessarily in it too much,
Mhm.
but like definitely wanted to do everything by like myself.
yeah,
Not because I don't trust anybody, but I'm like, I don't know if they know how to do it the
Mhm.
way I imagine it being, which is a very bad thought when you like really think about it. Sometimes it's all right,
yeah,
right? But sometimes you're like, I should let this be more free and allow people to help me. You know?
That's definitely the issue I've had.
Yeah.
It wasn't until actually Carlos said something to me. Speaking of ladies, I just recently went through something, and I sent him a text, and I kind of went into back how I used to be for a moment. I texted him one night. I was like, fuck it. Like, this is just going to be something I use to just basically stack up and just do whatever. Like, I don't give a shit, you know, just kind of like that mentality. And he pulled me back and was like, if you're like, give a shit about it, basically. Like,
Mhm.
if you're going to do it, have a real reason for it and stuff. Otherwise, like, do something else. Find your own way, like, a different way. And at first, I didn't, like, I read the message. Obviously, I didn't say eat a dick, but I was like, this motherfucker.
Consume
He
a
basically
penis.
told me
Even
eat a
to this
dick,
day.
but like in a nice paragraph.
Yeah, because
that's,
like
that's literally what happened.
no, because I'm very reactive. Like, so
brother. It's not a good. It's not a good.
No,
fist bump, but like
you understand.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it, but I can't help it. Especially texting. I'll always say it first, and then I'm like, no, this is what I really wanted to say, but it's too late by then.
Yeah.
And with him, he knew, cause and he knows from it, and I did that. And this motherfucker let me sit dry for 20 minutes before responding. Gave me 2 short paragraphs, and then that was like it for like 3 days. And I was like,
sit dry.
Old school. But I thought about it, and I was like, no. I was like, this is something I want to do. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of there's creativity and there's a want. I may not have the confidence, and I may have the urge to use it in a way that I shouldn't, but in the same sense, I can't do anything about that unless I try. So that's where I've been now, is kind of pushing forward. And how you struggle with the particular way and everything. I'm like that with learning everything. Like Carlos knows, half the time when I'm texting him, it's like, I want to learn this. How do I do this? Or what can you suggest for learning this? I feel the need to know every single skill involved.
Yeah.
And just getting time between my dog and work, it's hard to put 15 minutes into just one skill to learn. So,
a dog?
Yeah, I have a dog.
I don't know why I thought you meant DAWG.
I mean,
dog, my dog.
Listen, I lived in a trap house down south, not up here, so ain't none of those here.
Do you want me to ask another question?
Yeah, you can ask another question.
When's our wedding, Carlos?
I was gonna I was gonna say what helped you, not necessarily not be reactive, but what's something sure way to pull back?
I have this new saying I've been working on and it's simple. I say choice and trust.
You gonna pen that? Or is that something already exists?
No, that's something I want to pen.
Okay.
It's on my choice on one ass cheek, trust on the other.
All right. That's
firm
that's
grip
a tattoo
on that shit. Hell yeah.
That's the 10th tattoo for free.
Make it count.
Yeah.
But no, they wouldn't allow me if I did that for the free tattoo. Charge me extra.
Yeah.
But damn, I lost track.
Sorry. Choice and trust.
Choice and trust. So I go, if it's a situation, especially if I'm struggling with that and needing to pull back, what do I trust? I don't always trust myself, and this is a conversation me and Carlos have had constantly. I don't trust myself because I know what I'm capable of, and that's something that's hard to translate to people without making it sound either I could be a crazy serial killer, which not happening. Don't have the energy for that. But
I'm too lazy.
fucking lazy. Don't know what my MO would be. But just overall, okay, what do I trust? What don't I trust? Even if I don't trust myself, I trust that the day is gonna go by, and I trust that regardless of that, I'd like progress to be done. So even if I'm fucking up on one thing, I'd still like to work better on another thing. Now, where the choice goes in line is, okay, kind of solidifying. Why is this my choice? Why do I want to do this? Why should I give a shit, basically? And that's what I try to do now is I'll just say choice and trust, and I'm like, all right, obviously these feelings mean I don't trust this, but my want or how I see it in my head makes me trust this. So where do I choose to go down this road? And that's what I try to do now. It doesn't always help, especially when it's the middle of the night, you've had 2 bull packs and 6 dab hits, and your friend calls you out on some shit, but
I just took back until 6 dab hits.
6 dab hits, 10 bottles. Don't know where they came from. But yeah, so it still gets hard, but I have noticed that if you have a little catchphrase, whoa, I don't know where the accent came from, but
you catchphrase,
but
what the fuck?
It's all the Duolingo stuff that's coming back right
what's
now.
crazy is that what just happened is one of the 3 language things that always happened to me. I'll just switch accents. It's weird. I can't have nice things. But yeah, so it's that sort of thing. That's all I got for you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, and it really depends on the person too. Cause if you're someone, I struggle talking to myself. When me and Carlos, I almost went to go
hold your hand.
My hand.
You put your hand on his lap. When me and Chris.
Dude, all right, maybe I should talk to my therapist about how fucking gay I am, because Jesus.
Dude, I feel like that's just like a reaction towards me. It's
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
like with someone else.
It's like
just
all,
like
all those years of that shit went flying back in a moment. Talk about that flashbang noise. It's just hand in hand. But yeah, definitely, it's definitely hard because I didn't have someone who understood how to pull me out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Even up until recently, like there was someone who helped, but not in the way where I definitely needed. So like that fucked a lot of things up. But like a catchphrase seems to help a bit. I'm not sure what else.
Yeah.
But
Well, I feel like that's a good thing to, because it's something like a motto, something like to keep you focused on that. Yeah.
And if it's something you've come up with or you sympathize with or however you want to word that, it's easier and quicker to process too because you are ready. You know, it's not like going through these steps and you have to remember the steps and go through them. The thoughts are the steps. Like you're already working through that.
Maybe that's why SpongeBob says I'm ready, because he's like trying to get locked in. Right?
He's trying to like hype himself up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like he has a motto himself.
I would hope so, cause that's the only reason why I want a grown ass man walking down the street every day for work saying I'm ready. Cause I'm worried about that man if he's that ready for work.
I don't think I'm ever ready for work.
No.
All right. Let me ask the question.
No.
Too bad. Have you experienced anything paranormal? Which I shouldn't even ask. He
definitely.
What is?
First off, how fucking dare you ask me? What is what?
No, yeah. Have you ever experienced something paranormal?
Yes, and things that even for me, who tries to be in the middle in terms of believe, but always try to evaluate the facts, just to have that background. There's even things I can't really explain or find really reasoning in, which is why the past year I've started kind of studying creatures and stuff, different myths and lores and things like that to better understand.
That's what George Lucas did. That's what I was telling you. Oh, not creatures, but like he like. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
That's what he did. That's how he made Star Wars. He's like, let me like look at all these cultural stuff. That's how he made those.
Damn, George Lucas did a shit ton of research. That's what I'm saying.
He literally went to, or he didn't go, but he studied like all these cultures, the good and bad, and then that's how he made Darth Vader, the Emperor, Luke, and all that.
That's interesting.
So he studied creatures, like mythical creatures.
Yeah, mythical creatures, cryptids, like what they call the Dogman, things like that. Things, just anything. Especially training in martial arts, some of my stuff is like, all right, well, if it's possibly living or however you want to state its state of being, if there's information that might possibly help me tell it to fuck off or make it back away at some point, I'd like to know.
Okay.
So, like, just in case, because I've been in the woods and I've seen a lot of crazy things. Nothing's crazier than people, I will say that. The brains of people, I should more specifically say. But it's really interesting. It definitely helped me put a lot of depth in like making like what's called a bestiary for like my projects and stuff. So like random ideas of creatures and their influences and things like that and all that stuff. It's pretty fun. You'd be surprised how little people know about things like that, especially ghosts and stuff. Well, everyone knows what a ghost
is supposed to be.
Supposed to be, but no one knows like the different types of ghosts or like why they show up on these readings versus why they don't with this, or how heavy electromagnetism goes into that field, things like that. But yeah,
he was surprised when I told him that there's ghosts here, or there is a ghost here.
I'm not surprised now, but like when that there's like a moment where it's in the video where I'm like, wait, really?
Yeah, but yeah. I told him, when was I? I can't remember, but I just said, "Oh yeah, there's a ghost here," and he just says, "Oh, is that why?" Like, he started like mentioning anything. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I wasn't the only one who noticed it.
So what? There's a specific instance you maybe had that first realization, not about here, but like in general.
All of my first encounters and stuff are mostly blocked out to me, but I grew up seeing things. Like it's been since the start for me.
Oh wow.
Um, a lot of things I can't really give you really much info on because they're second-hand accounts. So, but I do have to say there are certain things like certain figures I do remember. Like, eyes were definitely always prevalent. There was this one thing in my old house in East Haven, one spirit I guess I used to see, and I would call him the boy with the crocodile eyes because I always loved reptiles and stuff as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently I call his eyes that because they were
Red?
yellow,
Oh.
which yellow typically stands for like, well, in some beliefs, I don't know for all, but some beliefs is like a demon. I don't know the hierarchy of it, but others, it depends. But I guess the real reason why, in addition to that, is because come to find out, it was the face of, like, I was seeing a face of a deformed child that used to live there.
Oh.
I was given the history of, like, I guess that kid had challenges, or however we're supposed to say it now. My little sister's autistic, so eat a dick. I can say what I want. But
You're
but
not prepared. Dude. Cover your own ass.
so I guess what the history was is he was left there in his room. Like,
Oh.
the parents just left him. Now, I don't know how true this is or anything. I haven't really taken the time to do the research, but that's what I was told from what I was seeing. And I guess as a kid, from one kid to another, that's just what it was. And I always had nightmares. Even to this day, I've always had sleep issues. I would get sleep paralysis. Like,
You would see that?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
There was a dream where I remember just seeing like a wolf-like creature, and then all of a sudden I woke up and it literally felt like something was like ripping
Oh.
out. Like, when I woke up, though, was the weird thing. It didn't happen during the dream, but the sensation happened after.
Like that feeling, like
Yeah,
a,
like
a scratch or something.
like I didn't feel pain, but I felt the sensation of like my stomach feeling more empty. It was very strange. But there is one account I can give. When I lived in West Haven, this was actually around when we got really close. When I lived in that second apartment building, Elizabeth Street.
I can't remember, but I remember
Yeah,
where it
around
is.
there somewhere. But I was sleeping technically, and me and my little sister had shared a room. Cause like I was asleep, and all of a sudden I was like up, and it was really like weird to like how surreal it is to wake up and not feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, am I still sleeping? But this wall's familiar.
It's weird.
Like, it's a very
Like if I like, yo, Sebastian, he's like, like he's already up,
Oh.
and it's
Like-
weird. Like he reacts like that, but he doesn't go.
No.
He doesn't do that. He
'Cause,
just like knows.
I have this thing where I feel a change in presence. So like if someone's awake, or if I can feel if someone's about to like talk to me or something. So like whenever he was up, I could feel him about to say my name, so I'd already like be woken up
Oh
to
wow.
it. It's weird. And that's what happened with that. My door was slightly ajar, and at the time I was first job, so I just bought myself a futon and stuff, first bed type of thing. And I woke up and I couldn't see anything. Like, it was darker than it usually is, and my eyes adjust pretty well, but I was just like, I don't know if it was because of that haziness.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time. There was nothing there. And I remember feeling like my stepfather, like his presence walk in, and didn't hear anything because it was like entrance. It's an apartment, so you had like that little hallway of the 2 bedrooms and then the entrance and everything. Nothing. I didn't even hear the door unlock or anything first. So it was weird. So I was like, okay. The presence disappeared once it got between that doorway. So I was like, all right, maybe I'm just like more out of it
Seeing
than I
stuff?
realized.
Yeah.
I'm like 16, so I'm like, fuck it, bedtime. I don't give a shit. And then all of a sudden I felt like an intense pressure right at my door, to the point where like, and it was just like suddenly appeared like out of nowhere. And the type of pressure, now I'm used to feeling things like hostile intent and things like that. Like, you get a feel for that. But this was a different type of feeling that for me I wasn't used to, and it felt severely directed. And what was weird is the first time this ever happened, I could feel it, and the more I felt it, the more I got it, like kind of like a rough image of its shape in my head. So I don't know if maybe like the more it was there, the more I was kind of putting pieces together, or if my brain was trying to like rationalize a bit. But all of a sudden I just remember feeling like it like expanded in some way. I don't know how to otherwise word it, but
Like the Hulk when he gets bigger.
I don't know, like it sounds weird to say, but like wings almost, like just like
Okay.
a sudden like expanse of pressure, and it disappeared, and all I could remember is just knowing like it was just there just for that or
You're
whatever.
like, all right, time to pack my food.
Yeah, like it was just like I was wondering. I was like, all right, like why are you here? Like what the hell is this? And like after that, it changed a lot of how that sort of things happened. Like so from then on, like most of my interactions with spirits or what could possibly be spirits is just feeling that change in pressure in different places or around people and things like that. And I don't have many personal experience, but the reason why is because I practice various things, including occultism. So I will white sage your ass and put a banishing thing on the door with chalk. I'll old school it. I don't care.
Oh.
Yeah. No. There was
It's like,
yeah.
I got so scared. Like, okay.
But well, I just grew up with it. So after a while, you kind of try see what works. Not everything works for the same thing. There's no cure all. I found out the hard way. Sometimes they do get pissed off. It's not fun.
I'm just gonna.
But yeah, it's interesting. I like creatures more than spirits. Spirits I grew up with learning a lot about, and like ghost hunting and all that, which I would love to eventually do like a side channel on.
Because no, I'm just remembering there's a Ghost Hunters clip that I saw. It's like, what did you say? Your mom.
Oh yeah.
My mom.
Oh yeah, I remember that clip now. I'm trying to
I don't know what episode it is, but
Was this ghost trying to be a smart ass?
Yeah.
I think he said some
You
shit
showed
like
me
that.
that.
I think so.
You were like, I lost faith in this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh, do you want to ask?
oh yeah, I can ask I don't know if
No.
it's the final one, but the one
No,
I had
well,
prepared.
you want me to prepare you?
No, I'm good. I'm not a turkey.
What?
Said he wants
That
to
threw me off way
prepare.
more than what he said.
No, that was fucking beautiful.
So I want to get in the habit of asking a Reddit related question, whether it's what I'm about to ask you or like advice, something like that.
Okay.
For every side-jinks that we have. So should I say the username?
Yeah.
Okay. So r/am I the asshole is what we're looking at right now.
Yes, you are.
Yes. What? User Jolly Reflection 644 has asked, Am I the asshole because I chose not to hang out with my boyfriend and his friends? So this person's boyfriend, who's 21, and I would assume is the other person is 22, asked me to hang out with them and their friends the other day. I declined and he got upset. He said that I never make any effort to interact with his friends, but that's untrue. Whenever they are around me, I make the effort to speak to his friends, but he tells me it doesn't count because I only do it whenever they're over our place. He knows that I don't really like talking to people as it is, so I don't see why I have to make any effort to see his friends unless they are in my presence. Is this person an asshole? Well, an asshole.
All right. Well, first, I don't think so.
Okay.
Second, rule of thumb, stranger danger.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, actually, this is a lesson I've just recently learned. I was
You just learned stranger
yeah.
danger.
No, I'll never learn that. Man, you know what's crazy? They can't get me with the free puppies in the van anymore. I got my own.
Anymore.
And I don't eat candy, so yeah, anymore. Oh, wait. But no, from
I
learning
don't
about
like
like
candy either.
relationships and friends sort of thing, I was the type of person who wanted that involvement for sure, just of the comfort of knowing. But
In whose shoes? Sorry.
like I was the one who wanted to be more involved with the friends, like
Okay.
in kind of like that back and forth involvement, both sides, I guess. But I learned that that pressure can put a lot of strain.
Especially if someone's not really used to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like they can never be used to, but like maybe slowly it could be something that they get more comfortable with.
an adjustment.
Yeah.
And I'm also the type of person, from what I've come to learn, is like you really never know like you may know somebody, but you could never know a switch that flips. And if that person doesn't show any interest in seeing your friends, then I would see it in a safety sense of like, okay, well, that's fine. At least I know you're home safe or whatever. And
Yeah.
also, too, if that is your first thought and not like anything else, definitely should take a moment, observe who you're hanging out with, just cause.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's true. I'm not saying like you have asshole friends. You could,
yeah,
but
but if your
maybe it's that.
if your partner has no interest in your friends, I don't see that as an issue. I mean, to me, that gives me a reason to spend more quality time with them rather than have to worry about any possible extra bullshit with dragging, a partner
Yeah.
with friends or things like that.
Ideally, maybe this person was used to a previous partner being all like friendly with their
Yeah.
friends, but sometimes people aren't always like that, or they're not going to be like your previous partner
Yeah.
either.
And also, too, every dynamic is different.
Yeah.
Some relationships, they could be great, just the two of you, but if you bring friends, it could cause a lot of problems or vice versa.
Mhm.
And there's no judgment there. That's whatever that particular situation is. People find tension. That's just all it is. So in that sense, I can understand being used to it and I can understand having a hard time adjusting. But at that point, especially being, 21, 22, you're still learning.
Young.
Yeah.
But it sounds
Like-
so weird, bro. We're like not even that much older.
No, like I'm 24, but I've been kicked in the dick enough times to learn a few things. So,
Literally or
well, I
metaphor.
don't think I've ever really been.
Why?
I don't know. He said
Dick
you say it
hits.
like that, so I'm like, I don't know if it's actually happened before.
No,
Knowing
maybe
him,
it should have. Maybe that would have stopped certain things a lot sooner.
Learned your lesson.
Yeah, Carlos, come
time.
by. You're welcome, bro. Thank me in 5 years.
Time travel.
Write it on the calendar.
Yeah.
Thank Carlos.
Get milk.
Don't come back. Well, yeah, that's definitely when you're younger. There definitely is more of a pressure and a need to associate all of your circles together
Yeah.
for sure. And as someone who's always struggled to keep a circle and relationships,
Like in general, you're saying?
in general,
Okay.
it definitely is a thing where you have to. It's more self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner doesn't want to see your friends. That's fine. Are they at least willing to hear about your timeout? See if they want to listen. If
Yeah, yeah.
You
Like
know?
still include them
Yeah.
without necessarily them being there.
yeah,
like that.
like these are my, this is who I was with, as you probably know. Like this is what happened.
Yeah.
Because even if your partner doesn't necessarily care but will still listen, at least they have that assurance, one, and two, like there's still that communication.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what it is that line of communication. Okay, I understand. It upsets me maybe once in a while. Come hang out with my friends, or if I want you around my friends more, if you're okay with it, I'll bring them around more.
Yeah, yeah.
Compromise.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm looking for.
compromise.
Compromise. But
You're quiet on the matter, Carlos. Any thoughts?
I'm just listening, bro.
Oh no.
It's interesting to me.
Any thoughts?
I
what
mean,
about our relationship?
yeah, whatever he's saying, I'll agree with. No, I mean, yeah, I'm just like listening, dude. I don't know. Whatever.
You don't have any thoughts on that?
I don't know, dude. It's just like I just heard the story. I'm like, I mean, do you
Are
wanna-
they the asshole for not wanting to hang out with the
I
partner's
mean, it really
friends?
just depends on them, though,
Yeah.
because you never know if she ever like just doesn't like people like that.
Yeah.
So
Someone could be also very homebody, doesn't want to
yeah.
hang out with them. Anybody in general.
So I don't know.
I think you're in the clear, person. Was it Jolly Reflection? I think you're in the clear.
Yeah,
And
I
I
agree.
I think you're right about the age though. Like I said, even though we're not that far
Yeah.
in front of them, we're still like holding up to the pressure of society of like you have to do these certain things in order, or maybe like you said, they're holding the relationship close. Because sometimes like I'm like when my work gets in the same circle as say Carlos, for example, because he went
Yeah.
to my job with one of our other friends,
Hell yeah.
and they ate food there, and I'm like, it's so weird that they walked in, and right here's my coworker that I talk to very often, like two worlds combining. It's
Yeah.
kind of strange.
I feel like
At
there
some
is a
point.
right thing to just like separate the people who like to have fun, be stupid and this and this, and then have your friends who are quiet. You know, you
Yeah.
guys just like talking, and then the other ones who are just like your gaming friends or whatever. I feel like it's nice to separate them because I feel like once they kind of collide, either it's bad or good. Because one of your friend group from like the quiet group doesn't like ones from
Yeah,
the stupid ones. You know?
but I think compromising would be all right, or like.
I'm
No. You're definitely right on that.
Yeah.
Because it could lean one way or the other.
Yeah.
But you don't know which outcome it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's really the end of the day is what's the real priority of that situation
In the-
for the couple.
in the
Like,
relationship, yeah.
What do we want out of this?
I mean, maybe this dude is or the girl. I don't know if it's a dude or a girl, but like maybe they're reacting
Mm-hmm.
instead of reflecting. I
Maybe.
don't know. But no, but like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe
Some
they're just
mindset.
reacting.
It was
Yeah.
the face that got me. You're like, eh? Come on,
I
guys.
just got the
glasses too, bro.
I think one of our uncles said like, "Do you feel smart?" I'm like, I don't think I'm smart.
No.
I think I just feel it now that I have it. No, but I'm saying like maybe this guy was reacting
Yeah.
rather than like actually listening to it. Why is it that you don't? Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like why? What's
Yeah.
making you so hesitant?
Mm-hmm.
Let me understand, kind of thing.
Type shit.
Communication.
Yeah.
But it's more it's more understanding than communication. Because even if you talk and communicate, you still have to be able to understand.
Yeah, there's definitely still effort that has to go into
Yeah.
that.
Definitely, I don't think you're an asshole.
Do you want to ask the other one?
Huh?
Do you want to ask the other one?
The question was, what did what?
Can I read it, Dan? Can I read
No,
it?
the username. What did I say? Hey, that's the username.
Oh.
It's like it's so weird. Okay, I thought it said Disney at first. What name do you wish you were born with? Or if you don't want to answer that, you could do like what alternative names would you change your name now? Or do you like your name?
Did you know for some reason it wasn't like set in stone type shit or like they had this on a list, but apparently I was gonna be called like Maximilian.
Max?
Max.
Oh, could you see him as a Max?
Imagine
Alright.
me having that name and having to live up to it, dude.
Here's the thing about that, all right?
That
I
name
don't
in
think we
particular?
could have been friends because that's wider than my name. My
I don't
name you
know.
just say with a Spanish accent. Your name, fucking Max. Like,
Dude, I don't.
a dog would come when you say the name Max, is what
We-
I'm saying.
There
Yeah, we
actually
have
is a
it.
dog named Max in our family.
But like,
I wonder though if he would be called that if you were called that.
One's
I don't know.
Maximus, one's Maximilian.
dude, I don't know. Like
The dog has a
but
cooler
like I
name
said,
than you,
like-
Maximus.
like it wasn't set in stone or
Yeah.
anything. It wasn't like on the list. I think my dad just told me, he's like, yeah,
Hey,
we
what
just
about
had
Max?
yeah, or like Maximilian. I'm like, dude,
Heard it on the radio once.
yeah, like just
Or-
like just imagine having to live up to that name.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't.
You,
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't.
Like,
I'd be a disappointment to my parents.
yeah. So Carlos was good. I was gonna be called Antonio.
I nearly just asked you why were you called Carlos? I'm like, yeah, your dad. It comes from your dad too.
Oh, dude, I don't even know. I think I asked, but I think my mom wanted me to be called Antonio, and my dad was like, "Why not Carlos? Like me, just name him after me." I don't know. It was like a whole thing, but
Huh.
they were just like, "Why don't we just put both of them together?"
Do you have a middle name?
I have two middle names.
Oh shit.
Tyler Lee.
Now say with a Spanish accent.
No, because I'll instantly swear in Spanish.
No, no, I'm saying because every time you say like a long name in
Mhm.
Spanish, it sounds like from the motherland.
I don't know what other name I would have.
What name would you have liked? Like,
I don't know. I don't.
say for example, like if you did not like your name, even though granted I know it's your dad's name,
I don't like. my
what
name.
would you change it to? Because you know you can change it your name.
Yeah. Fucking McLovin.
McLove. Just McLovin, no last name, like he did.
Just McLovin. No, I don't know. I never really thought about it. Like, I don't know. It's always been like Carlos, because that's how I view myself. But there's some other people who just like, I would rather be called this. I'm like,
I don't think I have a I would rather be called. But no, I'll let you go first because I got to think about it.
Well, I guess I technically already have an alternative name.
Pablo?
Well.
Oh, that's not my name. That's the
only the good ones know that one. No, I go by like my pen name for like a lot of my projects and stuff. I use the name Masquerade. And the reason behind it is more of like I very much love the concepts of like personality, the shadow self, things like that, and masks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of became something I familiarized with in a sense of like seeing how life itself is like that dance. You're wearing a mask, you're meeting people, and there's always new layers to those people as well as yourself.
That's fucking
So,
deep, bro.
As you go
You're
on
like,
your journey. Round two.
I like how he's like,
fucking perfect. But yeah, so that's kind of, and that's where my studio and everything I'm trying to create from now on is really about that, is like building those layers and learning all of,
you know what you could do? You just gave me a fabulous idea.
Yeah.
For your logo, animation wise. Is that what it's called? Masquerade?
Well, that's what I use. My studio right now is Pathfinder Studio.
Okay.
But I am thinking about doing my own like solo little.
Because you could do, if it's Masquerade, you could have like, a mask on the side, and then the logo, have it shift through languages. It's like a shift, Masquerade. Because it's different faces, of the same coin.
I have.
I will be like to pay my residuals.
Thank you, kind sir. I
meant money.
Oh well.
No,
I don't got cash, so just fuck it. Take my identity. I have an old logo. It was a mask similar to an Oni mask, and there was one horn, and right here, the third eye is blacked out in a puzzle piece shape, as like that missing piece.
That's actually pretty sick. Yeah.
I thought about doing like cloth over the eyes and stuff, extra shit, but it's been a while since I've revisited my personal logo. I think when I sent you it those few years ago was the last time I really did anything with it. I kind of use Sketchpad Pro, like a basic digital art system for or program for my current logo for the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at digital art, so I can't like do the detailing on it. I'd love to find somebody to help with it, but it's basically just like, it goes with the name, of course. It's a little fire that I'd love to like animate a bit, and it's just like a little road and field, kind of just like old style frontier moving along your way type of thing.
Okay.
Nice and simple too, so it's like a clean but like
nice
logo. But yeah.
I just realized we stepped away from the question.
Masquerade.
Yeah, the name. I'm saying like you're Sebastian, right?
Yeah.
What
else?
You like that name for you, or did like, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying, like, did you ever like think of like, oh, I wish I was called that?
Honestly, I've had issues with my last name more than anything else. My first name, I forget is my fucking name, because people don't call me by my name unless they're complaining about me.
What do they call you?
So it's true. No one says my name unless they're either talking shit or complaining about me. My family has coined me Spaz. That's my other nickname that a lot of people call me. That's for another time.
Here you got called another. Well, not in a bad way.
No, it's not a bad way.
Yeah, no.
Call him Weddle.
Yeah. Your nickname here. I think even my dad was like said that about you when we were like back then. Yeah.
Yeah, he summoned me from the truck like that one time. I was like, who the fuck is calling me that?
Yeah, that's I literally think I watched Blood In, Blood Out and got like Weddle from there, I think.
Did you watch that already?
Yeah, he had me watch
Oh,
it.
okay.
I
'Cause he
told
was
you,
like-
bro.
'cause
You
he-
had to watch it.
Because you were like, I'm about to start calling you something. You need to know where it's from. And I was like, is he about to say, like, I'm the white boy they make a fool of? Like, am I about to
No, it's
be
just
awakened here? What's going on?
no. It's what you call
Great
like
movie, though.
yeah. I'm telling you, dude. You gotta watch it.
I was just thinking about it the other day.
We had someone call like my job
Mm.
and be like, "Hey, Damien Chapa's gonna be in town. The actor, one of the actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the white dude?
Mm.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we're gonna be in town. We're looking to rent out your restaurant. I don't own it, so I'm like, I'll pass on the message. My bosses said no because like they had to pay them.
Yeah, they were asking. They were basically like, "Hey, can we like come to your place?" You're like, "Yeah, sure." It's like, "All right, but you gotta pay us." So.
Oh.
but
But
they
he
eventually
went to
found
New
a
Haven.
place.
He was in New Haven,
Yeah.
and I missed the day because I had to go to work.
He had to work.
Damn, fucking work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the lady who was on the phone, I guess one of the travel agents or whatever, looking for
Yeah.
venues. She like asked me like, "Oh, do you like this movie?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I haven't watched it. I know my cousin actually watched it." He's like, "Well, I hope your cousin's gonna like this." And she's like, I was like, "What the f- are you talking about?" So at first I thought it was fake, and then she told me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll let my bosses know."
no, dude, he texted me and
Oh,
I
yeah.
freaked out. I wanted,
All
I
caps.
literally wanted to go because I'm like, dude,
Should have told me. I would have helped you make the money for it. Fuck it.
no, it wasn't even that. It was like 20.
No. We as people did not have to pay them. I'm saying the restaurant had to pay them.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh, weird.
To go see him, it was
Yeah.
like 27 bucks or some
Okay.
shit. Yeah, but that was, yeah. Basically, I think that's the origin of where his name came from. Just Wedo, because that's what you call someone who's basically Mexican and they're just like, a
Yeah.
little bit more lighter.
I don't think I would change my name. Although for a while I was like, oh, it's a pretty simple name. It's not really like Mexican name. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think
it's
because
a very what?
they called you like Dan or Daniel.
Yeah.
It was basic.
I don't like the name Dan real like at all.
That's my stepdad's name.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
I just don't like it because I feel like that's not my name. I like when people call me like Dunny, like in like as family.
Okay.
I think I call him Dan too much though.
Yeah, you do, but it's fine.
But,
I'm not like
I
I
feel
don't
like
hate
just
you.
because like, who called you Dan a lot?
My brother when he said Dan man.
Oh, so how did he call you, Danny?
Yeah.
So where did I
Or
get
bro,
Dan?
I don't know. I don't
Dude,
know.
I
My sister
literally-
calls me that too.
I call him Dan though.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
I
where
don't
that
know
came from.
either. But my point is like I just and not in a not in a rude way, but I'm like I just feel like you're talking about like a little white boy that you're
Yeah.
it's like it's not me you're talking to.
No, I think of a redneck every time I hear Dan.
Yeah. But my name actually has it's a sad origin, but it comes from one of my uncles who passed. But he passed when he was like a kid.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't exactly know the story, but it had something to do with like one of my dad's brothers and him, like his other brother. They were going to get something, and I think he got hit by a car. I think. This was like years ago when, but before I was born.
Yeah.
And I think even before my dad met my mom. I think that's where like that name came from. My dad was just like, "Oh, why don't we call him this?" You know. So like I take that as like, all right, I may not live for the expectation of that name because it's like very significant
Yeah.
to my father, but I'm also like, while I don't like it exactly, because it sounds like that, like what I just said about like, oh, it's like a random white boy. I do take it as like it's my name because that's the origin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I
feel
guess
that it's
saying it in
special.
Spanish.
Yeah,
it's
Daniel
like,
sounds.
yeah.
Yeah. If you
proper.
called me Daniel, I was like, oh yeah, what's up, man? I don't expect people to call me that
Yeah,
at
but
work.
but everyone calls him Dan technically.
Yeah, at work they call me, but I'm talking about like my coworker that we're gonna have on the next interview. She calls me Dan, but not like if she were to call me like Daniel, I'd be like, oh yeah, cool. She calls. Thank you for using the proper pronunciation.
You were ready to.
Yeah. I just think it's because like in school they used to just like Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whitewash everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it simple for them.
Especially where he went.
Yeah. I don't know any other alternative names. Like I think I'm.
Walk around called D-Man and shit like that.
No, I don't. I
D-Man
don't like
from D Club.
nicknames.
You don't like nicknames?
No, because my brother used to call me like Dan Man. I don't know why as a kid it just infuriated me. I'm like, bro,
Dan
stop
Man?
it.
Especially when he was losing in video games, you'd call him Dan Man.
Yeah, like it just.
I
to
don't know
me,
why we
Fucking
him
asshole.
up.
Yeah, to me it was like, bro, these guys are making fun of my name.
Yeah, it's a mind trick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys were gaslighting me to not like my name. Any
Yeah.
other questions? Anything you wanna
I
bring
don't
up?
know. Or do you want to?
No, I'm good. We have one more question. Remember Brandon said it was like every time he asks, like, what's next for you
Oh, yeah.
in terms of like projects or any like things you're working on.
I'm working on. It's hard to describe because I haven't worked out the full idea yet. But it's basically a simple shorts and clips of like reflective discussions, like taking like 2-3 minutes and just talking about a concept and just kind of like letting the depth of it take itself and kind of go through that process with it. Just something because I don't have much time to decompress or anything like that. So this gives me a chance to still work on something and put it out there, but also take personal time to kind of learn about my own thoughts, share thoughts with other people, things like that, and it not take up too much time. Other than that, it's just getting my place and so I could set up my full studio, and then that's when it's
That's
work
the dream.
time. Yeah, right now I'm really in depth with like writing out, these franchises or doing this for this project, things like that, the times, who wants to take part in it. Just so the more I know in advance, the easier it is once gear is set up to
Did
start
you say franchises?
scheduling. Yeah,
Like a movie?
like
a
games, movies, things
okay.
like that. Like, I guess music itself is a franchise. You can't say like franchises for music, but
I
Yeah.
guess.
I've never heard it like that. Albums,
Me
more than
neither,
anything.
yeah.
Like
Discography.
tracks, like that's as. But yeah, it's that and getting back into my martial arts training now. That's about it. Other than constantly reading random books, because I have
Learning about
nothing.
creatures.
Yeah, creatures. I have anything from biochemistry to creatures, some philosophy, just anything I can get my hands on really and learn about.
He got a book at Barnes and Noble. The one time he went, he's just like, I'm buying this.
Yeah.
And that was it. I'm like, damn, that's a big ass book, bro.
I just get vinyls from there. I don't buy any books.
You just buy vinyls.
Oh no, actually I bought a graphic novel.
Oh,
Not
still,
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Still
Still
got
book.
words.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. What do you wanna? Do you have a social you wanna put out there?
The only social that I have right now is a personal Instagram.
Yeah.
It has my studio's Instagram connected to it. It's just going through name changes right now, but that is masquerade_2024. I'll have
Established in 2024.
Yep. I'll have the new side project, which is most likely gonna be like TikTok clips and stuff connected on that and everything like that, and I'll be posting more updates soon. And I'll be letting the people who support me know about today's episode and your stuff too, of course.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
always.
You got a gaming thing you're doing too? You have a channel set up yet or not?
Not yet. I
Okay.
used to, but now I'd rather just pull back and focus
Mhm.
on getting out first than
Oh,
doing
for
that.
your apartment?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
For
I do
sure.
have at least 2 gaming series set up and ready for recording. If you want, I can divulge a little bit of that now.
Yeah, if you can.
One is basically playing different horror games. Just getting the horror genre out there. It could be anywhere from a PS2 game franchise to
FNAF.
now. I definitely would love to do something with Carlos on a Silent Hill one.
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking in love.
We're doing starting off with Dead Rising because it's a classic and it's
It's a zombie game, right?
yes, it's comforting, pisses me off, but that's fine. Then we're also doing a Resi separate show, which is us playing through the Resi franchise and stuff. We're starting off with Village because that's one of the most up to date ones.
That's the one with the big mommy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
Alright.
everyone. See, I'm in
I don't
it.
know why I
See-
didn't expect that coming from him.
Everyone goes for her. I'm in it for the daughters, man. I don't know. If you stab me, it's on. I'll marry you. That's all I'm saying.
No, but
Go
she
ahead.
has those things too, right?
Yeah, but like that's just in, you know.
Oh,
Those
but
girls
Big Mommy,
whip that
dude.
shit. They drag you, man.
Okay.
Come on, drag me home. Fuck it. But
Bro said.
yeah. And Village actually is definitely the game that got me to fall in love with Resident Evil. And I'll be playing that one. My partner, he'll be playing the Dead Rising franchise. So there's that. You'll be hearing the differences in commentary. Other than that, yeah, I don't have too much going on. Just building a bit.
Good to have a good foundation.
Yeah. Next time I'll definitely have much more to share.
Divulge.
Yeah.
Carlos, where can they find us? Us on social media.
Oh, we got Instagram
Yeah.
and TikTok.
What's our handle? Because we never say that. Do
Do
you
we,
know the handle?
We don't?
Yeah.
Oh, it's at Los Hijinks Pod, right?
No, it's Los Hijinks Cast.
Oh, shit.
You made it up. I said pod, and then you were like, why don't we do cast? Let's be different. I was like, all right.
You
You
know
don't
what?
remember that?
I'm sorry. We should have put pod. We should have put pod. Los Hijinks Cast then. Yeah.
I could change it. It doesn't matter.
No, it's better.
Okay.
Los Hijinks Cast. We're different, Dan.
Oh, okay.
You are different, man.
That's what I'm saying.
What about,
Yeah, thank you.
what about when they can see us on YouTube?
Jesus Christ. See us in clear HD.
Yeah.
I think so.
With some new what's it called? New LUT.
Oh, new LUT. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope you guys like that. I made that
That
one.
look nice.
I don't know. Did it?
Yeah, I like how
Okay.
it looks.
All right. Was it? Oh, YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I fucking.
Yeah, we're on
Blacked out.
YouTube.
Slash Patreon.
Yeah. Hopefully one day
Yeah, one day.
we'll have more exclusive stuff on. Not like that, but
Hey.
yeah. You looked at me.
Send me a
No.
text.
You
Me
saw
and you,
it.
let's
You
go.
looked at me.
Yo.
Did I? Oh man,
I think so.
I might have.
Like you said, it's subconscious.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
room brings back memories. I'll say that.
God damn it, dude. It's been like 3 times though.
That I looked at the bed.
You looked at the bed the way I looked at the couch. It's like, hold on, wait.
All right.
We
Whatever.
have to put a whole disclaimer at the beginning. It's like
it might be sus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Anyways,
Then.
yeah.
We'll
Thank
catch you
you for
guys
watching.
next time.
Next
We're gonna have
time.
another side jinx next time, huh?
Oh, next week?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Back to back.
Back to back.
Like
It's happened
Like I
before.
was in the bed.
Like,
yeah, I literally went like this. All right, whatever.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye,